Hi, welcome to stretching. It's 5 o'clock. Here, Mrs. John Brittle. I am trying a new angle today to see if the recording is going to be better. I hope so. We won't have as much jumpy audio. And I'm just going to try a completely different route. But I like this room the best. We're going to stretch today. We're going to do stretches at different angles today. We're going to take out those kinks and we're going to move our muscles a little bit differently to find out some depth and some needs that we might have, and then hopefully run into some barriers. But that's just how it goes when you want to really get your body open. So let's start on your hands, knees. This is a good stretch for anything in the morning or evening, after a day of sitting in a chair, whatever. So let's start on your hands and knees. Get your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. We're doing regular cat cows, but I want you to take them very more deeply than usual. So we're going to inhale, drop the chin, or drop the belly, and then lifting the chin, and really pushing everything into a closed kind of bringing the head and the butt together. And then exhale, pulling up under that belly into the opening of the shoulder blades. And you go scaling through shoulder blades, and then scapula, and then bring it down. Really big breaths, inhale. And I know it feels really weird to push our but we're taking it to the counter stretch, exhale. And so it's going to remedy itself. So inhale, big inhale, really push the booty to the ceiling, nice, and then exhale, opening up that space between the head and the glutes. Now take it back to center. Good job. You're going to put one hand way up to the top of your mat, bend your elbow, bring the other hand beside your leg on the other side, and just come on there. You're going to take almost a puppy dog feeling right here. You're going to get this real long stretch in the serratus interior and under the shoulder. Yeah, there you go. And then bring it back up, bring the hand back under the shoulder and sliding that one in. Other side, we're just opening up into this first set of stretches. Good. Nice. And as you do this, don't hold your breath and keep breathing during it. And then reference from down here from knee separate those. And then slide them both back to where they belong. Nice job. So what we're doing, we're walk a little bit forward. You're going to put your foot into a flex. Take yourself really far back. Pushing the heel past the foot. So you're pushing the heel past the foot. Now try to keep the front part in its finger. Right? That's what helps us get the stretch. As soon as we go back, we release the stretch. So put your hands under your shoulders. Really breathe into it. We're going to take a nice long stretch here. And we're going to add on to it by flexing the front foot, pushing into that, and then push into both those balls of the feet together. Breathing, and then lift off the floor if you can. If you can't, stay where you are. And just hold it right there. You're going to feel the support of your body and your core, but you are lifted on those feet. Now lower the knee first, right knee, and then lower the back knee and flatten that foot. And then hold that stretch. Flatten that foot out, hold that stretch. Now while you flatten that foot out with the knee bent, you're going to walk both hands over to the opposite side. So that's my right leg. I'm going to get the opposite side to the left side and bring those elbows to. So we're getting a hip stretch. Now you can walk it out even more. Getting that hip stretch. Now while you're in that hip stretch, straighten that leg out. So that's all down that side chain, right? Just breathe, make sure you breathe. All right, bring it back to center on your hands. Bring the knee back into under the hip and go back into our tabletop position. So the other side, keep the knee back first to begin. Really push through, opening up the back of the knee. Drop over into the standing leg. Keep yourself nice and centered down to your fingers. So push through. And then you're going to flex that foot and then push through both of them at the same time. Beautiful. Take them over to the other part, side of the and bring the elbows. Just stretch, walk them out as much as you want to get that firm. Bring it back in and under. And then you're gonna take yourself right here, just a little bit of this. Both heels we can. This hurts your knee chest. You're good lunge. Okay, we're gonna lower it down. And we're gonna keep going from forward into our stakes. So I'm doing a lot of facing down work today, which is different for me. All right, we're gonna take the leg behind us if we can. You may not be able to do this on both sides, you may not even be able to do it on one side. So if you can put it on one side, facing down, feel free to come to the side, that's easier opening than from the back, right? Because you get more hip supports. You can also use a towel or a strap. Relax the other foot, put the other foot down, and stay down. Breathe into it, let's start to good. Just hold. Now I want you to let go of that foot and you drop it across the other leg above the knee. Good, with the pointed foot. Right, with the pointed foot above the knee, now flex that foot. And point that foot, this is the cross leg, it's flexing and pointing. Flex and point, keep your belly button to the spine. And flex. And you can do this again on your side. The last time. Bring the foot up and extend it all the way down. Come on back up and Sphinx just breathe. Opening up the part of your body that's going to help you through the next set. On the other side, breathe in. And then come on down again if you can. And get into a full stretch. Notice a hard position for a lot of us. Breathe into it. There are some days I actually can't do it. So I'm real happy that I can do it today. Good. Now take it across. Above the knee if you can. Make sure you're pointing the other leg. Flex. And point. Flex. And point. Flex. And point. And flex. And point. Nice job. Bring it down. And bring yourself up to your Sphinx position with your hands, your elbows under your shoulders. Beautiful job. Nice. Put both toes in, both feet to the floor. And if you can, up into a high plank. If you can, you can do a low plank, or you can work here at tabletop. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do some really ambitious stretches with our legs. So we're going to take the foot off and push out to a fold. We're going to curl it up to 45 or 90 and down. Good. We'll take it up to 90 and take it out to the side and down. Take it out, bring it up, take it out to the side and extend. Good. Curl it back in, bring it down, and then lower it to the floor. We're not spending a lot of time on this. This is to kind of activate those muscles. They're already open from what you just did. All right, take it out the other side to the foot, bring it up and down. Bring it up, take it out, in and down. Take it out, bring it up, in, extend, in, out, and down. All right, nice job. Sit back into child's. Reach back, parallel legs. Let's get a little small. So bring your hands beside your ankles and just curl down. What this does is it opens your back into kind of a bigger turtle shell right here. You're just getting your turtle shell. And then while you're here, let's rock a little bit. Circles or rocks or back and forth. There's something to release. Right here. Good job. Beautiful. Nice. Now put your hands back under your shoulders and push yourself up to your knees. We do a little bit of an angle here so you can see all the movements, right? So head over the tailbone. We're going to start by taking our neck stretch. So drop your hand, move your head away from that shoulder. Take a nice deep breath. Your legs or your feet should be pointed, so flat on the floor. And up to the other side. Good. Nice. Good. And bring it up. Now roll your shoulders back 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And release them. Let's take one leg up. The other leg down. Now imagine I'm parallel. I'm doing it diagonally so you can see it. You're gonna move a little bit. You're not going to the knee moving up of the hip. So it stays aligned. Stretching stays aligned while you stretch this. Here we have space. Okay? Look ahead. Get your head over your tailbone. Nice. Just let that space come in. Beautiful. And then bring it back. Coming into the heel. Putting the heel up there. This is where we're going to do another angle. So I want the heel straight ahead. We're going to do our first forward fold here. So bring your hands forward. It's in the center. It's not over. It's in the center. That forward split. Yeah. So you're between the two legs. And then you're going to bring yourself up. Now you might be patting under your knee. It's cool. Things to do. Now take it to the outer edge of that mat. Right there. So you're taking it to my shoulder. And now we're going to come down, hinging, but not curling down. Hinging our heads out, right? Out to the across the room. So not curling down, but out across the room. Keeping the foot flat. So you're going to feel this all the way in the inside of your leg. Good. Beautiful. Now put your hands down and sit. You'll feel that. See, get into that side, right here. To that side. Yeah. Good. Bring it back up. Bring it back to its position. Now your body over that way. And you're going to bring it down. Now this is the curl down. We have our hinge, which takes our head across the room. We have our curl down, which brings our chest down to whatever floor you're. All right, bring it up. And let's go to the other side. Take that leg forward. You're spreading the distance between the first leg, the front leg, and the back leg. The foot is pointed. Right? You're going to feel up. So we're going to spread there. Beautiful. And we take it to that. Once it comes to our first forward fold, bringing it down. Right? Breathe it out. Nice. These are very hard floors, so next time we'll have a broken towel where I'll get it. Then you take it to the outside of the middle. Then the hinge. So you can just put your hands on the hips to remind yourself not to roll down, but to hinge. Make sure your head is off your neck, so you can straight down as you do this. Nice. Breathe into it. Bring it back up. Bring it to center. And now we take it down all the way down. Ouch. Sorry. And then up. And then we're going to face that knee and come. Now from here, we're going to transition, bring that bottom leg under the top leg. Now for years, I could not do shoelace. I couldn't get one knee over the other. So my modification would always be seated butterfly. Okay, so if you're in that position, seated butterfly will work for you right here. So just come on over. We're going to do a couple more hinge things. So head over the tailbone. I want you to feel both cheeks on the floor. Yeah. Breathing into it. Nice. Now we're going to start the forward bend. We're going to do a few things and then come back to the forward bend and see if we've gained any distance. All right. So put your hands kind of behind your feet and come on over to that forward fold. Now some people like their hands forward because it helps bring the distance to the action. So that's really good. Again. So come on. Beautiful. Breathe into it. Yes. Nice. Now curl yourself up. Bring your belly button to the spine and unraveling vertebrae by vertebrae. Coolness. right, so now we just take that top leg behind the foot right here and just separate it and then rotate our body behind us and lower. So you feel that opening in that front glutes, that groin muscle? Look ahead, feel that stretch. Beautiful. Then bring yourself back up. Scoop that knee a little bit closer and then come around into a side twist and curl. You can bend the elbow or not. It's up to you. Now come back to center and let's cross that leg back over into the shoelace and let's see where our bend goes. It's very different from the other part. It's very different. You know, those shoulders away from your ears. It's easy to shrug, right? It's so easy to shrug here. So drop your shoulders away from your ears. Pull through the belly, bring yourself up, and switch to the other side. All right, we're gonna hold our shoelace. Knee over knee. This one is a little less flexible than the other one. Maybe you can get your head over your elbow, make sure both cheeks are touching if you can. And again, you can do that seated butterfly and still move the legs in those directions. So let's start with our first hold. Beautiful. Breathe into it. Nice. Curl yourself up. Now we're going to take your leg behind the leg, right? So lift. Make sure the knees behind the foot and then walk around to the other side and come on down. Feel that extension of the front legs. Beautiful. We'll then bring it back up. We're going to do that side bend. Come on. Oh. So just twist to the side and then bring your arm up over your ear. Beautiful. And then inhale, exhale, let's come back to that shoelace and see if we can get into it right here. So, that a little bit more. This is my default type. Feel like I did a good sequence there to help open up the hips and the groin and the lumbar region. Good. Curl yourself up. All right, we're putting our legs out in front of us sequence into a flex again. Here we go. Come back to the tongue. Camera, head over tailbone. Good. Let's roll our shoulders back 4 times because we're using these arms a lot to guide us through. And then forward. Pull the belly in. Get on your sit bones. If you need to bend your knees to get on your sit bones, that's cool because it's all about getting those fingers. So first we're going to start with a simple forward fold, and then we're going to move the legs. So bring it up, bring it down, and slide it out. Nice. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe into it. And then slide it up. Now bring one leg in. You're keeping the other leg to the front. Got your head over your tailbone. Beautiful job. I want that flex. So if you can reach it, if you can't put your hand anywhere, let's get that arm on the flex. Rotate to the other knee and then come on over to the side. Good. Try to lift your head out of it. Don't let your head drop. Try to lift your head out of it and put it over your tailbone. And then you're going to bring both arms up and come down over that knee. Yeah. Now you're probably saying, can my glutes come on? If you lose the stretch, then don't bend so far, right? You can tell when you're getting the stretch. Nice. Keeping that foot flexed, you're going to keep feeling the vibrations and the activation. And then curl it up. And then right down the middle, not over the legs. Right down the middle. Beautiful. And then pull the belly button to the spine, inhale, exhale. Bring yourself up and we're gonna switch sides. Yay. Okay, first the bend or the turn, then the connect, and then the reach in. Nice. And try to keep yourself lifted, head, bottom, chest. We're not, we're not rubbery, so we may not get it all the way open. We're gonna do our best. Okay. And then bring it up and cross the knees. See, mine wants to lift a lot on this side, so I'm gonna pull my. And then we inhale, exhale, throw yourself up, and then down. Beautiful. Bring yourself up, and let's try our forward fold again. So, shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. Nice job. Awesome. And good. And bring yourself up. All right, let's get on to our sides. You're going to slide your arm all the way out over your head. You're going to bring yourself in alignment to that leg, to that head, and then you're going to put that foot in front and you. Like you're bringing it up. Which the bottom foot is just, I'm going to say, let's keep it pointed. Push there. Nice. Now, bring it down and then rotate your body to the ceiling. So you want to grab onto that knee and rotate yourself to the ceiling for that nice spine twist. Put your arm out to the side. And then you're going to force here. This becomes my angle for my taping, and I'll figure that out. Right, and then bring yourself back around, stretching your arms, and then bring your feet together, and then bring one leg up, grab it, the knees facing your ear, and bring it up forward. And a nice big generous stretch here. Now flex this foot, and flip this foot, and flex this foot, and point it two more. Flex, like holding what I do, because I can feel all the muscles working. Flex and point, and then grab that foot as you can. Again, that's okay. Grab the top of the foot, and you're going to get some foot stretch too. And then we're going to take the bottom leg off the floor in a huge point. Nice. Lower the bottom leg, point the top leg, let them meet. Great. So you have a nice stretch. So we're going to push it up and take it over to the other side. So same thing. Come into that nice long opening. Bring your arms to the bottom leg is pointed, top leg is sitting here. Good, breathe into it. You're dropping the leg forward and then bringing your foot around to that open spinal twist. Shut down. Here. Breathing and trying to get those shoulder blades on the floor. All your body is trying. Nice. Then bring it back to that nice long stretch on the floor. The leg comes up, you grab it, it's facing. Relax and relax and point. Relax and point. And flex and point. Lift that leg off the bottom. Great. Grab the flex if you can. Get that leg. Oh, this was so amazing. Yeah. Good. Lower that leg, point that foot, and lower that. Beautiful job. Okay, let's push ourselves up into a seated position. Another seated position. This time we're going to do shoulder guard strap. So it's not going to be our full straddle. It's not going to be the closed foot. It's going to be shoulder. So get your head over your tailbone. shoulder blades, let your chest rise up. As a matter of fact, let's put our hand behind us and open our back chest. So squeeze those shoulder blades together and give that chest a nice strong lift. Beautiful. And then we bring it back to neutral. So that doesn't mean dropping. Okay? Sometimes after an exercise, especially when we work pretty hard, when the exercise don't do a little, right? But we want to keep ourselves core lifted through everything we do. So in this flex position, we're going to do side to side with the upper body. 8 times. Breathe all the way through it. 4, 5, and parents tailbone 6, and 7, and 8. Now, pause the forward. You're going to take your right arm. This is one you know pretty well. Just for 4, 3, 2, turns forward. 4, other side. Turns forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice job. Put your hands down. Beautiful. Now we're going to go again. We're going to take both legs over, but keep our chest to center. So we're separating the upper lower body. Flex out and bring that chest down to the front. Right. You're going to feel that. Then heel curl. Now you're going to take it to the back leg. Now you may want to put the foot down or you can stay on the heel. You're going to push into the arm and lift up. Good. 1, 2, and lower, back, down. Now facing that center, bring it down. Good. And then bring it back up, and then turn all the way to the other leg, and bring it down. Little dog. And then bring it back up. Let's bring those legs back to center. Another chest exercise, we're going to push it out and drop it back. The shoulders still move. This is just opening and closing the chest 8 times. Good. So 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. All right, let's move it up here. Good job. Bring it down. Beautiful. Nice to do an extension in the back. Good. Wrap that in a little bit as we do more jump poses. All right, you ready for the lift? So let's take it up. Good. Beautiful job. And then bring it down and into the center. And curl it up. And then turn to one side and bring it. And then bring the legs back to center and give them a nice straddle. Straddle. So that is, it can be anywhere. Anywhere for me on any given day. So I'm going to walk this forward a little bit, try to get that chest upward. We've done a lot of opening in the groin and hip areas. So let's walk out. So you can have your feet fairly bent. Just want your core or your breathing. Now we take a big breath, extending arms, and then exhale, bring it down. 1 more time. 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Inhale. And 1. And exhale. All right. So now we're going to go back a little forward. We're doing the difference. Get on your knees. I want you to bring your leg up and circle around. 1, 2, 3. Try to stay centered. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's bring that down. Go to the other side. Back to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So put your tension in your arms. 7 and 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Circle. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's bring it down. Great job. Now walk those knees to the edge of the mat. You're going to walk those arms to the corner of the ears. Good. Emphasis is back. So you can let go of the reach of the hands before push. Nice. Push into your hands, bring yourself back to center. All right, let's walk in this other end of the mat. And the arms to the top corner into the back. Good. Breathe into. Feel that separation. And then come center. We're going to put your knees together and our knees apart. Get as wide as the bed. Now I'm going to sit back first before reaching. Sit first. Now put your. There you go. I think the chest drop a little bit. And I want you to just sit in this probably for like 30 seconds. So feel where you breathe, find your very comfortable position. Relax your head. Twenty more seconds. Good. And going back up into our tabletop, and we're going up into our downward facing dog. So tuck those toes under and you bring yourself up. Now we're going to stay in pike for a little bit. We're not going to do the big steps toward the thigh yet. Open your legs to the edge of the mat. I want you to take one arm out and reach across to the shin and out. 8 on each side. 3, good job. 4, nice. 5, good. 6, nice. 7, reach it up, and 8, now bring it up. Beautiful. Let's bring it down. Make sure those keep it. Let's bring the bishop. Nice. 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, and then let's open it up. And then bring it back down. Let's bring our legs narrower to put their still apart. And I want you to push them back and push your glutes to the ceiling and drop your knees almost to the floor. Feel the extension of the ankles. It's good for plantar fasciitis, by the way. And then push your heels back again. We're going to do that 4 more times. Down. Good. And back. Keep pushing with those hands. Back with that chest. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Last one. Inhale. I know we're in learning for a long time. And exhale, but it's worth it. Don't you think so? All right, now pedaling. Knee forward, other heel down. We're going to do a little slowly. That's 1 set. Push back and forward. 2 sets. So you don't have to look at the pace. That's 3 sets. So you're pushing and pushing. And here's number 4. Nice. Push. And here's number 5. And push. And here's number 6. And push. And here's number 7. And push. You can feel this also in my lats and shoulders. And now push both heels down, chest to the thighs, glutes to the ceiling. Amazing. Okay, go ahead. Nice. I'd like you to hang with your elbows, wrap with your hands. A little grip on the soften your knees so that you're almost in a demi squat. I don't want any tension in your legs right now. back to these cascading forward. All right, release those hands, keep those legs bent. And stay right there, hold the belly button to the spine, drop forward with your hands on your thighs. Nice, and then curl it all the way. Travel, let's start again. Okay, here, we're at the top. We're gonna soften our knees and shrug a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hands up the hips, chest. And 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 6, 7, you got it, and 8, side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, get the shoulders down, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If it's not, let's do it. 1, bend your knee, like 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go wide and sweep. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5. The side 6, 7, and 8, and then just let it go. I'm not gonna just gonna let us go. Maybe slow it down a little bit. Enjoy the moment. It's pretty good. 8 and 7 and 6. Last 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last 1. We come to the center. Down. 2 more. Up and down. Up and down. Thank you for coming to stretch today. We're going to have stretch every Saturday long and we're some changes. Like they invite me out to the watch. And also remember that Sunday Pilates, it's just the chart of hard. Sunday Pilates will have a 20-minute stretch. So I don't have a roller. We're ready to go to do this 45-minute Pilates. 45 minutes. When you feel we're going to stretch. Okay, so thank you for